Welcome to Fluent Studio.
Learn English the smart way. Speak better.
Stop. Before we say anything else today, I need you to do something for me.
Right now?
Right now, close your eyes for just 1 second. Think about tomorrow morning. Your alarm goes off. You know it's a work day. And in that first moment, before you even get out of bed, how do you feel?
Oh, that's actually a really powerful question.
Because that feeling, that one quiet moment before the day starts, it tells you everything. Everything about whether you are truly happy at work or just surviving it.
And most people never stop to ask themselves that question. They just get up, get dressed, go.
Day after day, without ever asking, am I actually okay? Am I happy here?
And here's the thing. If you've never been able to answer that question in English, you're not alone. And today, that changes.
Because today, we are going to talk about something that every single working person thinks about, but almost nobody talks about openly.
Happiness at work.
Yes, real, honest, everyday happiness at work. And we're going to talk about it the way real people do, in natural, simple, beautiful English.
I love this topic because it's not just about words and grammar, it's about your life.
It really is. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to English Today podcast. I am so genuinely glad you chose to be here today.
Wherever you are right now, on the bus, making coffee, lying on your bed, staring at the ceiling, just breathe. Relax. You don't need to study hard today.
Just listen. Follow the conversation. Let the English come to you. Because that's how real learning feels. It doesn't feel like work. It feels like a conversation with a friend.
And by the end of today's episode, you'll have real words, real sentences, and real confidence to talk about something that truly matters, how you feel about your work.
So let's take a breath, get comfortable, and let's begin.
Okay, here's a question I want you to think about honestly.
Uh-oh, I like these questions.
When someone asks you, "How's work?" what do you actually say?
Most people say fine, or okay, or not bad.
Right, but here's the truth nobody talks about. Do you know what fine usually means?
Tell me.
Fine usually means it's actually not fine, but I don't know how to explain it, and honestly, I'm not sure you'd understand.
Yes, we all know that fine. The fine that is anything but fine.
And here's why this matters for your English. If the only word you have for your feelings is fine, you are cutting yourself off from real conversations, from real connections, from being truly understood.
That is such a good point, because language isn't just about communication, it's about connection.
Exactly. And today, we want to give you so much more than fine. We want to give you the real words, the honest words, the words that actually say what you mean.
Because when you can express yourself clearly in English, something shifts. You feel more confident, more seen, more real.
And you understand yourself better too, actually. There's something about finding the right word for a feeling that helps you breathe easier.
That's so beautifully true. Okay, so let's start with the foundation. What does happiness at work actually mean? Because I don't think it means what most people think it means.
Oh, this is so important because a lot of people think happiness at work means loving every single moment, smiling at your desk, excited every Monday morning.
And if that's the bar, most people will never reach it.
Exactly. Real happiness at work is much quieter, much simpler. It means you feel good about what you're doing, you feel like your work has meaning, you feel safe, respected.
And you feel like you're moving, growing, like every day, even a little bit, you are becoming better.
And you feel okay around the people you work with, your colleagues, your team, even your boss on most days.
So it's a combination of many things, not one big feeling. Many small, quiet, important feelings.
And today, we're going to give you the English words for all of them. Ready?
So ready. Let's go.
Okay, first word, and this one is big. The word is motivated.
Motivated. Let's say it slowly. Motivated. Motivated.
When you feel motivated, you have energy for your work. You actually want to do things. You don't have to drag yourself.
You know that feeling when a project is so interesting that you look up and 2 hours have passed? That's motivation.
Yes, that's exactly it. Example, I feel really motivated at my new job, or my manager always makes me feel motivated.
And the opposite? What do we call it when that energy is completely gone?
We say you feel unmotivated, or, and this one is very powerful, drained.
Drained, like a phone battery at 2%, nothing left.
I feel so drained after work. Say that with me. Ready?
Let's say it. I feel motivated when my work is meaningful. One more time and really feel it this time. I feel motivated when my work is meaningful.
Beautiful. Okay, second word, and this one I think a lot of you are going to recognize immediately. Burnt out.
Burnt out. This phrase has become so common because the feeling has become so common.
Burnt out doesn't just mean tired. Tired is what you feel after one hard day. Burnt out is what happens after months, sometimes years, of giving too much, sleeping too little, and never truly resting.
It's when your body is at the desk, but your soul has already left the building.
Ugh, that is the most accurate description I've ever heard.
And the really important thing about burnt out is most people don't see it coming. They just keep pushing, keep saying, I'm fine, until one day they aren't.
So there's power in being able to say it early. I think I'm starting to feel burnt out. I need some rest.
That sentence, that moment of self-awareness, can change everything.
Repeat after me. I've been feeling burnt out lately. I need some rest.
Again, don't rush it. I've been feeling burnt out lately. I need some rest.
That sentence is not weakness. That sentence is wisdom.
Okay, so now we have 4 powerful words: motivated, valued, comfortable, burnt out. Let's put them into a real conversation, a role play.
I love this part. Real English in a real situation.
Picture this: 2 colleagues, lunchtime, a quiet corner of the office, and one of them is not okay.
Let's go. I'll be person A, you be person B.
Ready?
Hey, you've been really quiet today. Is everything all right?
Honestly, not really. I've been feeling completely burnt out this week. There's just so much work, and I feel like I'm drowning.
I'm really sorry. That sounds exhausting. Have you said anything to your manager?
No, I'm nervous. I don't know how to bring it up without sounding like I'm complaining.
I understand. But here's the thing. You deserve to feel comfortable at work. Your well-being isn't a complaint. It's important.
I know you're right. Maybe I'll talk to him after the afternoon meeting.
Good. And listen, I want you to know something. I see how hard you work. You should feel really valued here, because you are.
Thank you. That actually means more than you know.
And seen.
Did you feel that? That's not just a language exercise. That's a real human moment, dressed in English.
And every single one of those vocabulary words lived naturally inside that conversation. Burnt out, comfortable, valued. No textbook, no memorization, just real life.
That's the only way words truly stick, when they carry feeling.
Okay, I want to share something now. Something that genuinely surprises people when they hear it.
Oh, I love these moments. What is it?
Research shows that the #1 reason people quit their jobs is not the salary. It's not even the workload. It's their relationship with their manager.
Not the money, the manager.
There's actually a saying in English, and it's become very well known because it's so true. People don't leave companies. They leave managers.
Say that again, slowly.
People don't leave companies. They leave managers.
Think about every job you've ever had, or every story a friend has told you about quitting. How often does a bad manager appear in that story?
Almost every time.
Because a manager who makes you feel small, who never says well done, who doesn't listen, who speaks to you like you don't matter, that person can poison even a dream job.
And a manager who makes you feel safe, seen, and supported, they can make even a difficult job feel worth showing up for.
So what do we call a manager like that in English? We say they are supportive.
Supportive. It means they lift you up, they help when you're struggling, they stand by you.
My manager is really supportive. Even on my worst days, she helps me find a way forward.
Or on the other side, I wish my manager was more supportive. He never gives feedback. We never know if we're doing well or not.
And the other great word for a good manager is approachable.
Approachable means you can walk up to them, you can ask a question, you can say, I'm struggling, without feeling afraid of their reaction.
My boss is very approachable. I never feel nervous going to her with a problem.
That is such a gift in a workplace, to feel like you can be honest.
And that brings us to one of the most important phrases for the whole topic. I feel like I can be honest with my manager. Those 10 words, they describe trust. And without trust, true happiness at work is almost impossible. All right, let's talk about one more big piece of the happiness puzzle. And this one, I genuinely think is the one most people overlook.
I think I know what you're going to say.
It's the feeling of growing.
Yes, growing. Not just doing your job, but becoming better because of it.
Here's the thing about human beings. We are not designed to stand still. When we stop learning, even if everything else is okay, something inside us starts to feel restless, hollow.
I've felt that. You do the same tasks every single day. Nothing changes, nothing challenges you, and slowly, almost without noticing, you start to feel
Stuck.
stuck. Exactly. I feel stuck in this job. That's one of the most honest sentences a person can say about their work life.
Or, I feel like I'm going in circles, doing the same thing round and round, with no sense of moving forward.
But when you are growing, even a difficult job can feel alive because you know that every hard day is teaching you something.
I'm growing in this role. That's a confident, mature, beautiful thing to say.
Or, this job is helping me develop. I'm learning things I never knew before.
Let's say this one together. Ready?
Ready.
I want a job where I can keep growing and developing. Pause.
One more time. Really own it. I want a job where I can keep growing and developing.
That's the sound of natural English. Well done.
All right, I want to give you something really practical now, because here's a moment that happens to every English learner.
Tell me.
So someone asks you, do you enjoy your job? And suddenly your mind goes blank. You know what you feel, but you don't know how to say it in English in that moment, under pressure.
That silence, that freeze, I know exactly what that feels like.
So here are 4 real, natural, confident answers. Memorize one. Own it. Use it.
Number 1. Most of the time, yes, I really enjoy the people I work with. Warm, honest, human.
Number 2, it has its challenges, but I'm learning a lot, and that keeps me motivated. Mature, self-aware, impressive.
Number 3, honestly, I've been feeling a bit burnt out lately. I'm trying to find a better balance. Brave, real, deeply relatable.
And number 4, and this one, if you can say it and truly mean it, is the most powerful of all. I really love what I do. I feel like my work actually makes a difference.
If you can say that, truly say it, you are one of the lucky ones. Hold on to that.
And if you can't say it yet, maybe today is the day you start asking yourself what it would take to get there.
Gently, without pressure, just a quiet, honest question.
Okay, second role play, and this one is different. This one is high stakes.
A job interview?
A job interview, because interviewers love these questions. What makes you happy at work? What kind of environment do you thrive in? And most people, even people who speak English well, freeze.
Because it feels like a trick question. What's the right answer? What do they want to hear?
But here's the secret. There is no trick. They want to hear the truth said confidently and clearly.
So let's practice. I'll be the interviewer. You answer. Listen carefully.
Ready.
Tell me, what does a happy work environment look like to you?
For me, it comes down to communication and trust. I feel happiest when people are open with each other, when everyone feels comfortable sharing ideas without fear of judgment. That kind of environment brings out the best in me.
I see. And what motivates you on a day-to-day basis?
Honestly, I'm most motivated when I can see the impact of my work, when I know that what I'm doing genuinely helps someone or moves something forward. That gives me real energy, even on difficult days.
That's great to hear. Last question. How do you handle those days when you feel stressed or unmotivated?
I've learned to recognize those feelings early. I take a short break, I check in with a colleague, and I come back to the reason I started, why this work matters to me. That usually helps me reset and refocus.
That is a remarkably thoughtful answer. Thank you.
And scene. Did you notice something? That candidate never said anything perfect or extraordinary. They just said real things, clearly, confidently, in natural English.
And that, in any interview room, in any country, in any language, is always enough.
Okay, let's get a little quieter for a moment, a little more honest.
I like these moments.
I want to ask something that I think a lot of people think about, but rarely say out loud. Is happiness at work actually possible for everyone, or is it something only certain people get to have?
I think the honest answer is that it looks different for different people, and not everyone has the same choices.
That's so important to say, because some people are working in very hard conditions, not because they want to, but because they have to pay rent, to feed their family, to survive.
That's real. That's most of the world.
And for those people, happiness at work might not look like passion and purpose. It might look like something quieter, something deeper, something called dignity.
Dignity. Say it again, slowly.
Dignity. It means doing honest work and feeling worthy because of it, feeling like what you do matters, even if no one applauds.
In English, you might say, my job gives me stability, and right now, that is enough.
Or, I'm not in love with my job, but it takes care of my family, and that makes me proud.
Those sentences are not settling. Those sentences are strength.
Happiness at work is not one size fits all. It is deeply personal, it is honest, and it is yours to define.
What matters is that you know what you need, and now, in English, you can say it.
All right, practice time. 2 simple, real tasks, and these ones actually matter.
Practice task number 1.
The next time, today, this week, whenever, someone asks you, how's work? Resist the urge to say fine. Use one word or phrase from today instead. Just one, that's all.
I've been feeling a little drained, but I'm managing. I feel really motivated this week. We started something new. Just one real sentence. That's a real step.
Practice task number 2.
Write 3 sentences in English about your own work life right now. How you feel. What makes you feel good. What you wish was different.
Start them like this. I feel valued when, I feel motivated by, I wish my workplace was more.
Don't worry about perfect grammar. Perfect grammar is not the goal. Honest expression in English is the goal.
You can write them in a notebook, in your phone, or just say them to yourself quietly in the mirror.
Talking to yourself in English is one of the most underrated learning tools in the world.
It really is. Your voice in English needs practice. Give it that chance.
Before we close, let's lock in everything we learned today. A quick, clean review.
Ready? Let's go.
Motivated, you have energy, you want to work, you feel pulled forward.
Valued, you feel seen, appreciated, like you matter.
Comfortable, you feel safe, you can be yourself, no eggshells.
Burnt out, deeply exhausted, mind, body, heart. Too much for too long.
Supportive, a person or environment that lifts you up instead of pulling you down.
Approachable, easy to talk to, no fear, no walls.
Growing, learning, developing, moving forward, not standing still.
Stuck, no movement, no progress, going in circles.
Drained, empty, nothing left to give.
Dignity, self-respect through honest work, quiet, powerful, real.
And the grammar reminder that will make your English sound immediately more natural. Boring describes the thing. Bored describes you. Tiring describes the job. Tired describes how you feel.
Small detail, big impact.
And now we close.
You know, we spend so much of our lives at work. More hours there than almost anywhere else. More hours than we spend eating, laughing, resting.
And for something that takes so much of our time, it deserves more than fine.
You deserve more than fine.
If today's episode gave you even one new word, one new way to say what you feel, then something real happened here today.
And if you're someone who's struggling right now, who woke up this morning with that heavy feeling, I want you to hear this.
You are not alone. What you feel is real, and now you have the English words to say it.
And sometimes, just sometimes, putting a word to a feeling is the first step towards changing it.
So go gently, be kind to yourself, and try this today.
The next time someone asks, "How's work?" don't just say fine. Say one real thing, one honest sentence in English.
I've been feeling burnt out, but I'm taking it one day at a time.
I feel really motivated lately. Things are starting to feel good.
Or simply, work is hard right now, but I'm managing and I'm learning, and that's enough.
That is English, that is real life, and that is you growing one honest conversation at a time.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. It truly means everything.
Keep going. Please keep going. Your English is growing, even on the days you can't feel it.
We'll see you in the next episode of English Today podcast.
Until then, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and remember,
Try this today.
bye everyone.
Bye. Take care.